I'm on an adventure in a place full of epic and intimate experiences. On my travels, I journey across the length and breadth of this warm, engaging and big-hearted land. And meet the incredible people who bring these experiences to life. Join me as I embrace the giant spirit of Northern Ireland. John Hubbocks is a kayak expert and trained chef. He knows Strangford Lough intimately, and I hope that he will keep me dry today as I explore this hidden gem. So I'm really looking forward to this today, John. Now, glide with the tide, right? So basically, that means that we're gonna go kayaking, and then I'm gonna forage for mussels, and then we're gonna cook the mussels. So I'm very at home in the water. Perfect. The mussels better be careful.
Well, hopefully.
I love mussels.
Hopefully not today.
And we're gonna have a great time. Now you're gliding.
I'm glad you shaved your legs anyway. He shaved his legs.
Yeah, so basically what we're going to do, we're going to go out here and we're going to go out and see. You get used to the boat first of all.
Yeah.
And then what we then do is, so we learn some basic skills.
Yeah.
We then go off around Skeptrick Island, round the back towards Daft, that is Ballydoran Lightship. And then, yes, pull up onto an island, look for some mussels. And I'm a chef by trade, so obviously then we can then cook the mussels up in a local whiskey from Dunville's. But I've also got some local foods from a local shop up the road called Indie Food.
Wow, fantastic.
So obviously we've got those as well. We can have a little bit of a taster of those local foods.
Sounds delicious. And listen, the whole experience, John, lasts about how long?
Roughly around about 3 hours. So basically from 3 hours from start to finish, we get you in a boat, we take you out for the experience, and obviously by the time we come back around about 3 hours, and sometimes it may take a little bit longer if you're enjoying it. It's a lovely warm day.
We have sunshine today. Every time I come up to Northern Ireland, the sun is shining. It's fantastic.
It's always sunny.
Mr.
Sunny.
Sunshine.
Always sunny.
Any levels in terms of people that, do you have to have any skills? I mean, you can just be a complete novice starting off?
A complete novice. I mean, we take out complete beginners, so complete novice right through to the advanced. And what you find is usually those people that have done it before, actually, they're the ones that normally go for a swim. And those that have never done it before, because they're a little bit more sort of timid, they get on the boat and they take it nice and easy, and they actually enjoy the experience probably better, because they've come with an open mind that they've never done it before.
Well, hopefully, John, I don't go for a swim today now.
Well, hopefully you don't. I'll get you out if you do.
I have a good jacket on, seriously. I had heard rumour of a legendary shepherd in the Sperrin Hills. Like his father and grandfather before him, Jamesy McCloy has been tending to sheep for decades with the help of his highly trained border collies. I'm on my way to Glenshane Country Farm to see Jamesy and his sheepdogs at work.
Stand there, stand there. Well, Giadich, August Fulcha, Go Farm Tua, Glenshane. Hello and welcome to Glenshane Country Farm. My name's James McCloy, and I'm a fourth generation shepherd to work these lands in the Sperrins. Yes. Moss, that'll do. Walk in, get in. Walk. So I'm going to give you a wee demonstration of Moss and Tess doing their thing, and sort of give you an insight into what we do here and why we've opened our doors to visitors from around the world to see what we do. And get a bit of crack, a bit of Irish humour, mixed in with hospitality. Moss, get in. Tess, get out. Tess, get out. Good girl.
Woo! Wow, well done, Jamesy, that's brilliant. They didn't seem too keen to get into that pen at all.
Moss here.
Yeah, there's no escape now.
Come on, we'll see Ed.
Well, Jamesy, that was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that's really absolutely.
It doesn't always work like that.
It's actually quite hypnotic watching it. Like it's really cool the way you control them, and the dogs are amazing. I mean, it must take years to practice to get that right, does it?
It's just a daily thing. You make mistakes, and you ever find when you're small, your parents or whoever's looking after you might have called you every name except your own name. That's what's like with the dog. Sometimes you're like getting.
Oh yeah, I would have experienced some of that, all right. A lot of different names. That's brilliant though. That was really, really enjoyable, I have to say. Obviously every sound, everything that you do there, they just react immediately.
The sound and firstly the dogs kind of get a bond with you whenever you're with them every day and you're feeding them and petting them. And when I'm trying to work the dogs, I try to do it in a low, calm voice, and that communication comes across very softly. On the flip side, if they're doing something wrong, I kind of raise my voice and gruff, and it's not that I'm cross with the dog, it's purely down to communication.
Yeah.
So it's through the body language of stand, stop, that'll do, give them a pet. You kind of break down the language barriers, and it's unbelievable what they can do. And what I would be doing would be just scratching the surface of what they'd be capable of.
Will you take me in and have a look at the sheep now?
Well,
yeah, and the lambs.
No problem.
Brilliant, thanks a million.
Get these out.
Fantastic. Come on, Moss.
Moss here. Tess, get out.
I think the sheep are trying to escape a giant spirit within. Next up, I was off to walk in the footsteps of royalty, peacemakers and presidents.
It is lovely to welcome you to Hillsborough Castle and Gardens. It's great that we're embracing the giant spirit here as well. The house is over 250 years old. It was built by a man called Wills Hill, the Earl of Hillsborough. He built not just the castle, but also a lot of the village as well. He restored the local church. So Hillsborough is very much a Georgian village and a lovely castle as well. The castle is very much a home. It is a working, living residence. Not only do we welcome many visitors and guests, it is the home for the Secretary of State of Northern Ireland, and also many other guests that we welcome throughout the year.
This is her residence, of course, for anybody, as we were saying,
Yes.
and she was here, it was on the occasion of her 90th birthday back in 2016 that she last visited here.
Yes, she did a 90th birthday celebration tour, and we were lucky enough to have the Queen staying. And in fact, we have various members of the royal family staying throughout the year. 100 acres of ground. We have picturesque waterways and woodlands, so certainly a lot of peace and quiet. But we also have a 4-acre walled kitchen garden, and it produces the fruit and vegetables both for the castle and for the 2 restaurants that we have on site. So it's a lovely, exciting area to visit.
Just 30 minutes outside Belfast is the beautiful Galgorm Spa and Golf Resort. Today I'm meeting with survival experts Andy and Paul to get back to nature with a spot of foraging and rewilding.
Welcome to Galgorm Resort and Spa.
Wonderful to be here, and what an amazing day.
It's great, isn't it? It's one of those days that just makes you benefit being outside, doesn't it? The sun's shining, the air's a bit cold, but then we expect that at this time of the year.
It's my first time going on this foraging trip, which is, I must say, I'm really looking forward to it.
Good, good. Well, there's plenty of stuff out at the minute. There's plenty of nice wee wild plants. The trees are starting to, the buds are starting to burst. So today, we're going to take you on a wee forage, okay? We would run different courses, from the hardcore survival type course right to this type of course here, which is more of the foraging experience.
So from your Bear Grylls to your like relaxed kind of foraging.
Relaxed foraging. The woodland walker who takes his dog out in the woods and wants to know more about what they're actually passing by, why they're there.
Fantastic.
We take out different types of groups. With the resort itself, we're running a course that's like an immersion back into nature, a rewilding, if you will. Okay? And what we'll do is bring people out. We talk about the different plants, seasonal, of course, that we can actually find in the area. Then we encourage them to get to take the plants. We go down to the river, we make a wee campfire, and we make different teas out of it. And they actually get to experiment. So in shops now, you'll find all these lovely, wonderful herbal teas. This is where it comes from.
Wow.
Okay? In our part of the world, this is where the herbal tea comes from. And the experimentation is up to you. So you can take a bit of this and a bit of that, and you can experiment and get your own flavour and taste. And when you realise what it is and where the plants grow, then you can progress from that and you can start taking it home with you. And that's what we want, is that people actually come out and actively use them in a sustainable way,
And the more you encourage people to come outside, the more they start to look after it, and the more they start to look after it, then we can start to benefit even more from places like this. You know?
Fantastic. Well, listen, I'm really excited about this. Come on, let's go.
Brilliant.
Let's
go
get foraging.
Let's go foraging.
Next, I'm putting on my walking boots to join Emer Flanagan, the owner of Away We Walk, to discover the virtually unknown cliff path trail to the Giant's Causeway, a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
The vast majority of people, you know, a million or so people come to the Giant's Causeway, and you know, they go to the visitor centre, they walk down to the stones, they'll maybe go up the Shepherd's Steps and see a little bit of the coast. But truly, if you're fit and able and active, you're missing the best of it. You're missing so much more. You know, it's 5 miles, it's half a day.
You really embrace a giant spirit on that walk.
You do. Mother Nature it's never the same tour twice, she'll do what she'll do. And, you know, it's breathtaking. The cliffs up there, there's, you know, from a scenery point of view, they can compete with the Cliffs of Moher, with Sleeve League.
On your, well, not so wee walk, right?
Yeah, this
5
is the
miles.
thing, right? So we're in the north. Wee has got nothing to do with size.
That's one thing you have to tell
right?
people. Everything is a wee walk away.
Everyone's a wee walk. So you'll be asked to take a wee seat. The seat won't be small. It's just
of
how
course.
it's
a
the
lovely,
expression.
It's a way of softening things up a bit.
It just,
isn't it?
yeah. So depending what Mother Nature's doing, it's definitely not necessarily wee walk.
Mind me now today,
Come on,
you will, yeah?
I will for
Walking
sure,
along.
aye, absolutely.
Don't lose me now.
No, it'd be difficult on a coast path to lose you, Ed.
Fantastic.
A short trip down the road to the beautiful town of Port Stewart, I'm meeting Wendy Gallagher, the founder of Catch and See.
I've grown up here all my life, and Catch and See really was created because I just wanted simply to educate people not only as to different stories about our coastline, but actually what you can find in the water here. And I think it's safe to say you can't really get a fresher breakfast than
This
this.
is such a beautiful part of the world, it really is. I mean, the breathtaking views there, the beaches, the sea, I mean, everything is so lovely up here. I must say, it's been a fabulous day. And now, look, I didn't think I was going to catch a mackerel today, you know?
You did very well, I'm
Yeah.
very impressed.
Catch and see, you know?
I started the business back in 2016, and the whole ethos behind it is not just to showcase our beautiful food and drink that we have here in the Causeway Coast and Glens, but to get people an opportunity to actually meet the makers, meet the people behind the produce. So the likes of today, you met our lovely fishermen who guided you through how to catch a fish.
Yeah.
We also do tours where we take people out to meet local farmers as well, so people can actually see and understand how our food is produced. We've got amazing craft breweries just in Portrush down the road here. We've got a fantastic craft brewery where we can meet the brewers, and I think it just adds to the whole experience. And what we really want our visitors to do is immerse themselves in the Causeway Coast whenever they're here and really get a sense, not just to taste, but to actually hear the stories behind the produce.
Well, I've worked up quite a thirst after all that fishing, so now I'm off to taste a range of award-winning ciders and apple juices with expert Danny from the Armagh Cider Company to discover the Blossom to Bottle experience.
This is gorgeous here.
Yes, this is our old apple processing store.
Wonderful. So people come here and they experience the lovely ciders, and then they get to, and you do food for them as well.
Lunch. Yes, we do a
fantastic.
lunch for them. The nicest time to come is actually during apple blossom.
Yeah.
When the trees are in blossom, it does look
So
rather
April
spectacular.
would be a great time.
End of April, May.
Brilliant.
The apple blossom season can change depending on the weather.
Yeah.
But basically around the end of April, May time
Fantastic.
would be apple blossom season.
Ah, wonderful.
We're going to try some of our wonderful ciders here. We have our Carson's Crisp and our Madden's Mellow.
What is it that makes Armagh like so special in terms of how it produces these award-winning ciders?
Geographically, Armagh, where it sits in Ireland and the island of Ireland, we have a microclimate here. So we're actually the furthest north in the British Isles to produce apples commercially. So it's our little microclimate here, south of the loch and between the two rivers, the River Blackwater and the Bann. And that is the basic area for apple growing here in Armagh.
Okay,
and
fantastic.
we grow the Armagh Bramley, which holds a PTI status from Europe. So that's a protected geographical indicator. And we do have that here on our bottles.
Wonderful. So you don't get a lot of frost here then because of the location.
Less spring frost here.
Fantastic.
Yes. So which allows then the growing of the Bramley apple. The Carson's Crisp we would taste first because it is a very dry cider. It is quite sharp.
It is, and you can really taste the fruit, the apples coming through there. I mean, obviously
Very much a thirst quencher, I would say.
But that's very nice though, because some ciders have a bit of a heavy aftertaste. This is lovely. This just immediately, it doesn't have that.
So this is our Madden's Mellow. So this is a slightly mellower version to the Carson's. Easier to drink, I would say.
Oh, that's lovely, yeah.
Isn't it?
That's very soft. Lovely little sweetness to it. Oh yeah, that would be a very, very nice, I could say on a summer evening now, sitting with a glass of that.
Sitting with that, yes,
yeah,
indeed.
Lovely. Well, that's definitely raising my spirit anyway, Danny, I can tell
Excellent.
you.
The world's most popular TV series, Game of Thrones, was filmed in Belfast and all across Northern Ireland. I'm going to meet Flip from Giant Tours to get the full experience and explore the stunning film locations on his Game of Thrones tour.
Hi Ed, you're very welcome.
Great to see you again, Flip.
To the north again, yeah.
You're a
Welcome
giant
back.
of a man.
I am, and you're standing uphill. So we're here, and this is Ballantoy Harbour. This little area here is called the Hidden Beach, but shh, don't tell anybody, all right? But it's this kind of place that you can come on my tours. I'll show you this. And this has been used many, many times in Game of Thrones. And then just around the corner here, behind the White Rocks, is where Varys, our local actor, Conleth Hill, who plays Varys, met his end here for treason.
In terms of Northern Ireland, Game of Thrones, I suppose you could say, is one of the giants now. A massive phenomenon here, hasn't it?
Phenomenon, I mean, it's an overplayed word for Game of Thrones. The two go together. It is, you know. Screen tourism has gone through the roof here. 1 in 6 people come to Northern Ireland, the north, for Game of Thrones. And then on the north coast, the Causeway coastal route, there's 1 in 3 are here for the Game of Thrones locations. You know, it's stunning.
I mean, it has become a huge, I suppose they call it set jetting, right? What will we experience today now?
Well, we will be at the caves in Cushendun. We then go to Murlock Bay, which was Slavers Bay, and also a bit of Stormlands, Renly's Camp, a bit of Essos in there as well, of course. But then we've got Dragonstone. I mean, Dragonstone, I use that in my logo. It's the Fairhead Cliffs locally. And then we come to Ballantoy here. You know, these are all beautiful, stunning places, all sort of different. And you know, the location scouts for Fire and Blood Productions and Game of Thrones, putting that together, it's second to none. I mean, what they managed to find along this coastline is unbelievable.
Without further ado, whether you're a dragon or a Targaryen, I guess you're going to enjoy this, aren't you?
You are,
So,
yeah, whether
let's
you're
head off.
Stark or even some Lannisters quite like it.
Brilliant.
Too. So they came in here, he had a lantern, they cheated the shot a little bit, made him look like he was walking through a labyrinth of caves. At the far end where we just walked in, there was some railings and they blocked our passage. These weren't here before.
And now before I go, I want to embrace a giant spirit. Hey! Thanks a million.
You're very welcome.
A giant man. Hey!
Oh,
Embrace a giant spirit.
It's not only during the day that you can experience the wonders of Northern Ireland. Dava Forest in County Tyrone is known for its dark skies, and now I'm off to enjoy some serious stargazing.
Ed, welcome to Northern Ireland's first dark sky observatory. Welcome to It's a great asset that we have here in County Tyrone. We have a great experience. We call our experience the Stars and Stone experience. You can visit Beckmore Stone Circles, which is our first observatory, and it's linked by a beautiful solar walk which brings you to here, the modern observatory which houses a 14-inch Meade telescope. Part of the experience is we can have star parties, and you can finish your evening at the beautiful glamping pods, the Spur and Glamping Village, which I'm sure that you've seen, Ed, when you were coming to the observatory.
We really are completely immersed in nature here, which is fantastic.
You are. It's not just about astronomy. This is about getting out and active. We've 31 kilometres of mountain bike trails as well. We've got walking. We've also got beautiful hills that you can go hill walking as well. We've got archaeology walks as well as our solar walk.
And what's also amazing is, I suppose, what I thought was great, you've got holograms of the moon here, you've a roof that opens up, and I mean, it's like sort of Star Wars for me, right?
A lot of people say that, and people have also said that the pods, which are only 2 kilometres from here, they've said that they look like out of something out of Star Wars, because you can lay in your bed and view the stars from the triangular roofs. So all in all, you have a very much immersive experience.
We've realised for a long time that this is a very important archaeological area. It seems that this area attracted people for whatever reason, and maybe it was the fact that whether it's height or whatever, like we're somewhere around about less than 200 metres. We don't have valley fogs here. We seem to have clear skies, fair enough, for so the sky would have been so important, and what was happening in the sky would have been so important to early people, because like the moon and the stars,
of course,
that was key to their existence.
I finish up the night by joining local musicians on the Belfast Traditional Music Trail, where I enjoy some evocative uilleann pipes, tin whistles and energetic Irish dancing.
We are a walking tour based around traditional music. We're based here in the Cathedral Quarter in Belfast. We have 2 professional local musicians who take our groups around the city. We tell them all there is to know about traditional music. For example, explain native instruments, explain the difference between a jig and a reel, stories about why traditional music is important in Belfast, and a little bit about the history of traditional music in the city. We also have a chance to participate. We have some Irish dance, and really it's really all there is to know about traditional music here in Belfast, and it's really good crack.
Join me next time on A Giant's Welcome, when I'll be walking with the men of the Mournes, unlocking the walled city of Derry, and lots more in between, as I continue my journey to embrace the giant spirit of Northern Ireland.